Some of the meditations given here can be described as sitting meditation. In these particular meditations, one has to sit, usually with eyes closed, and practice a particular meditation technique. God said, the supreme energy, breath, goes upward with exhalation and downwards with inhalation. By concentrating on the two places of its origin, one acquires the state of fulfillment. Many meditation techniques attempt to quieten the mind by first focusing the mind on a single point. It is easier to still the mind by first concentrating the mind on something than by not concentrating on anything. The breath has been known to be one of the easiest ways to concentrate the mind. There is a gap between our in-breath and our out-breath. There is another gap between our out-breath and our in-breath. We are to focus our attention on these two gaps. This is what is meant by concentrating on the two places of its origin. The breath originates from this pause. Sit in a comfortable posture and close your eyes. Focus your attention on your breath. Then focus your attention on the gap between two breaths. Do not try and influence your breath in any way, just observe it. You must try and maintain continuous awareness of the breath and more particularly the gap between two breaths. You should not make the mistake of only concentrating on the gaps between breaths and letting the mind wander during the breath. If one does that, then one will also miss the gap between two breaths. Therefore, concentrate on the full breathing cycle with increased focus on the gap between the breaths. As you do this practice, you may find the breath becoming more subtle and refined. The gap between two breaths may also increase. The breath may slow down. The entire breathing cycle may lengthen. When this happens, the mind may calm down. As you continue this practice, you will feel a sense of peace, then joy. Why is the origin, the gap of the breath so important? The breath is pure energy. She is the Supreme Goddess herself. She originates from God and returns to God. By concentrating on her origin, one is concentrating on God Himself. Concentrate on the two places where the breath turns from inside to outside and also from outside to inside. O Goddess, in this way, through the Goddess, the essential form of God is realized. This meditation is a slight variation of the previous one. Instead of focusing on the origin of the in-breath and the out-breath, focus on the turning of the breath. As you breathe in, the breath gradually dies out. Then there is a small gap or pause, and then you breathe out. Turning of the breath is the area where the in-breath is ending. There is a gap, and then the out-breath starts. The focus of attention in this verse is larger. It encompasses not just the gap between two breaths, but also a little on either side of it, where the in-breath is ending and the out-breath is beginning. And also where the out-breath is ending and the in-breath is starting. In a complete breathing cycle, the breath turns twice, from inside to outside and again from outside to inside. Like the previous verse, this technique should be practiced seated with eyes closed. While practicing these meditations, thoughts may keep popping up. When a thought arises, we miss the turning of the breath. Do not get upset when this happens. Simply bring the mind back to the practice. Do not dwell on the thoughts that have arisen or get upset that these thoughts keep arising. Bring the mind back to the meditation. Gradually the thoughts will diminish and one day will be eliminated altogether. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe Soul Bliss and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Hare Krishna.